Hey, what's up my friends? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a refresh of an old video, which is how I prepare my grain for making grain spawn. Just like I've been doing with a few other videos recently, I'm incorporating all of the lessons I've learned over the years into something more compact and more easy and more successful. And I hope that you benefit from the lessons that I've learned here. Just a reminder that this video is free and ad-free thanks to your support. I do this free of ads, and I also don't have this behind a paywall, so that it is openly accessible. If you want to send something my way, head to my website, oneearthmushrooms.com. There's a link there to send money through Venmo, subscribe to my Patreon, and better yet, while you're there, check out the products I have for sale that will help you grow mushrooms on your own at home. And like many of the videos I've made, I have a written procedure that accompanies this. I'll put a link below, and also you'll be able to find that on the website. Alright, let's jump into it. For this project, I'll be using dry rye grain, pelletized gypsum, a roll of micro pour tape, 6 glass jars, and these are 1 US pint jars. And I have them fitted with these vented lids that have a self-healing injection port, a cooking pot that I can put on the stove, a mixing spoon, a gram scale. If you don't have a gram scale, you can use mixing spoons and cups. 1/2 US cup is equivalent to 90 grams of dried rye grain, and 1 US teaspoon is equivalent to 3.4 grams of gypsum aluminum foil, and of course the pressure cooker. Most of what you see here is available on my website. Start by pouring your grain into the cooking pot. And then add your gypsum on top of that. Then fill the pot with water, and you'll want to have about an inch over the top of the grain. The grain will soak up quite a bit of water. Cover the pot and allow it to soak for 12 to 24 hours. Then bring the whole mixture up to a boil and boil it for 10 minutes. After the 10-minute boil is complete, drain the water from the grain and then get set up for air drying the surface of the grain. I like to put a towel and then a pillowcase on my table. This protects the table from getting damaged and also helps to absorb some water off the surface of the grain. I spread the grain out here and just use this little pastry cutter to be my spreader. The amount of time it takes for the grain to dry will be highly dependent on primarily the humidity of your atmosphere. Allow the grain to dry until the surface of the grain has lost its shine. And then pour it back into the pot that you brought it over in. From here, let's load the grain into jars and don't go more than about 3/4 full. Install a lid on the jars. Here I'm using my vented and plugged lids with a piece of micro pour tape over the vent. And then I take a sheet of tin foil and split it into 4 sections. And then use each one of these quarters to cover the lid of the jar. Now it's time to load everything up into the pressure cooker. Make sure you add water in the bottom first. Install the cover and pressure cook at 15 psi for 90 minutes. Wait until the pressure cooker has fully cooled before removing the jars. And then allow the jars to cool to room temperature before inoculating. From here you can inoculate your grain with a grain-to-grain transfer, liquid culture, or spores. And we can easily save and reuse this tinfoil later. I hope you found the refreshed version of this video to be insightful and useful in your mushroom growing lives. If you did, or if you have suggestions, I would love to hear about it in the comments below. Alright, we'll see you next time.